It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Keyshawn Nixon on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Come on, stay.
This is Aaron Jones. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And Sanders now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young will set to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go play action. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So in play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Young off the play fake. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Panthers had 8-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Young to throw it. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for granted, though. But thank you. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here is Young. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That swung out wide to Sanders. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Ready.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. On 1st and 10, Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love, this is 3rd and goal. He'll find Jones again, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trying. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. For Marshall, that's complete.
He's got room to roam.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Terrace Marshall.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. On play action, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
That's another Carolina Panther.
Young off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The tight end in motion right. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10. At their own
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Young on third down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second down, another shot for Jones. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this out past the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter.
Set, ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion right goes Reed. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It'll be Young again.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 10. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A first down throw for Young. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Young now. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Mingo. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down and goal to go.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.